Hi everyone, welcome to Kids Art. Today we're going to make a bunny, and the way we're going to do that is by assembling our supplies first. And the first thing we need is a Crayola crayon. We've got a purple one here. You can use black or dark or a blue one. And we're going to use our Crayola watercolor palette here. And you're going to need a paintbrush as well. Some BOWTIE paper towel to clean your brush, and some watercolor paper because that's the most useful for watercolor color paints. And we're gonna need some water. So with that, let's get started. So in order to begin, we need to activate our paints, and to do that, we're gonna take a paintbrush and some water. And we're going to put some water inside of each paint, and that's going to activate our paint so that it'll be ready for us to use when we want to paint on our bunny for today. So we're going to put it in each one. I'm just going to put it in each one because I don't know what colors I'm going to use yet. But if you know what colors you're going to use, you just put the water in the colors that you want to use. And that will get them ready. By activate, I mean get them ready. And then we'll begin. But first we have to draw out the bunny. And to do that, we're going to use our Crayola crayon. And we're going to get started right when we set this aside. So that's it with the paints. Now that they're set aside, we're going to clean our surface here to make sure there's no water, and we're going to begin drawing out our bunny. So to draw out the bunny, we're going to start with the head. And to draw the head, we're going to leave enough room on the top for the bunny's ears. The head will be in the middle, and then the body will be down below. So my paper is a 9 by 12 inch paper. You can use an 8.5 by 11 or standard regular paper. And watercolor is best because we're using watercolor paints. So to draw the bunny's head, we're going to make a little kind of football head like this. You can draw it round if you want. And we're going to leave some room for the ears. And we're going to draw some fun ears by making them come off to the side just a little bit like this. So now we have the ears and the head. And for the eyes, we're going to leave this, open at the bottom because we're going to put the face in next. And to draw the face, we're going to draw some eyes. We're going to draw some big old eyes like this on one side and like that on the other side. And the center, we're going to draw the eye, a round eye on each, slit here that we've made. And then we're going to draw a little thing in the center, which is the pupil, because we all have pupils. So that will be the eyes. And you could put some eyebrows if you want. I'm going to put some eyebrows on the bunny. And the next thing I'm going to do, which I didn't do, is put the nose. Now you can make a big nose or you can make a small nose. I'm making a small nose. And then I'm going to put the lips. And I'm going to make on my bunny some big old teeth, because I want my bunny to look kind of fun. And then I'm going to connect the head, which I didn't do yet, like so. And I'm going to put some whiskers. Now you can stop and rerun the tape, the video, to see what I'm doing and do it slowly. And I'm just going to move ahead because I want to make sure that the bunny's done in enough time. Now I'm going to put the inner ear on each ear. to make it have more definition. Now we have a head and ears for the bunny. And we're going to draw a neck like that. And we're going to give him a bow tie for this bunny. On each side, we're going to draw a bow tie. And we're going to put some definition into the bow tie like that. And the reason why we use Crayola pencils is because the paint stays within the lines of the crayons and it doesn't seep out into the next area. So it contains it rather well. Then we're going to draw the body of the bunny. Let's make sure we can see what we're doing. And that's the body of the bunny. And we're going to add one more little embellishment. You can put a star or a heart like me. And that's the bunny. Now we're going to start to paint. And to do that, we're going to decide what we're going to use for our paints on the bunny. Now you can make your bunny any old color. And you want to make the background of the bunny a different color, but we're going to start with the red of the heart because that's pretty easy. I like making a regular, red color for the heart. You can make it an orange, and it doesn't have to be perfect when you apply the paint, but I'm going to use a red. Now, this red is a very nice deep red, vibrant red, and it's a very nice color, so it comes out great. Sorry for the noise, the extra noise. I'm going to make the bunny's eyes a green, so I'm going to put that on this part of the eye, right there. And I'm going to make the other side of the eye as well, green. Now you see how the paint is activated and ready to go so that we can paint in our colors on the paper more easily. And you can always add more water if it needs it, the paints. And here we have the bunny's eyes. And I'm blotting my paintbrush on my paper to dry it off a little bit. I'm going to use the center of the eyes in yellow. That's a nice color. And what color are we going to make the bunny? You can make it a regular color like brown. Or you can make it a fun color like a blue bunny. Or you can make it an orange bunny just to make him look even more fun. I think I'm going to stick to maybe making him either in orange or in brown. I'm not sure which yet. Maybe in brown. So I'm going to take the brown and put some brown on the paper. And I'm going to be very careful with the details and paint my paint within the lines. Try and make it look good. You want it to be a little bit of a perfectionist. And it's okay if it's not perfect, but it's good to try and get it within the lines, so that it stays and looks rather more accurate, more realistic. Now I'm going to use the brown on the neck. And I'm going to use it on the body over here. I'm running out of water, so I'm going to put some water in my paint. And I'm going to keep going and proceed and make the body of the bunny have brown all over. And if you get to the tip of the paper, you can always add your BOWTIE underneath like this and paint the edges. And I'm going to use a little more water, and that way it protects your table from getting all messy. And that's what we're going to do for the edges. Now I'm going to put more brown on the face of the bunny, and I'm going to leave the teeth for later because I'm going to probably make them a different color. And we don't have white for the teeth, but we have yellow, so maybe we'll make them in the yellow. That way they stand out against the rest of the bunny's body. You can also make them in orange if you want. I'm gonna make them in yellow. Maybe I'll make them in orange. I'll think about it. And we have more brown for the face. We're gonna get the sides of the head here. And we also have the bow tie that we have to do of this little bunny. He looks like a little caricature. What's a caricature? It's a type of comic, a character that you can draw out. And he looks kind of funny. So that's what we did in our drawing with the bunny here. Now we're going to do the ears. We're going to get down over here and do the ears. I'm leaving the eyebrows for later because I think I'm going to make them also in a different color, just like the inner ear. It's okay if you overlap just a little bit. Now the ears, we have to be careful with the details here to get the right places. I'm going to add a little more water to my paint. As you can see, when it's watery, it runs better. It applies to the paper more freely. And now we do the other ear. We're almost done with the ears. And that's the other ear. Now we're done with the brown. Now I'm going to make the teeth, like I said, in yellow. And I'm going to make the eyebrows and the nose in orange. And I'm going to put a lot of orange paint on there so that the nose stands out. And so that there's a contrast. And by contrast, I mean, you know, they stand out a little bit from the rest of the brown. Now I'm going to do the ears. And I'm going to do that part. And now we just have a couple of places left. We have the bow tie. Now I have some blue and I have some purple. I'm going to make the bow tie in purple because it's such a nice color. That's what I'm going to do with the bow tie. I'm taking my time to apply the paint there. And I'm going to do the other side of the bow tie. Now I just have one more thing to do, and that is what? That is the surrounding area of the bunny. And I think I'm going to do it in blue because it's such a rich blue. It's a nice contrast, and it comes out and makes the bunny pop out. Now remember what I said, when you get to the edges, you take your paper and you put the paper underneath. And we're going to do the edges here. And we're going to go on and finish out our drawing. And we're going to do the top part here. Now we're going to go around the heart here. With the blue. We're going to take our time and make a nice embellishment. And that overlapped a little bit, but we can fix that with the paint. We're going to add more paint in our blue, and we're going to do the bottom part. And that means we're going to do the body of the bunny. And the bow tie. And we're going to fix that. Now we're going to just do the top part. Now you have to have patience when you do this. You can't rush it. We're going to add more paint to the bunny. The bunny's paints. So the blue. You can also use a bigger brush for bigger surfaces, but I'm going to stick to the same brush. But if you use a bigger brush, it goes faster because it covers more surface more quickly. Now I'm going to move my paper, my BOWTIE paper, to fit the other side of the paper here. And we're going to go around the ears of the bunny. And we're going to add more water to make the paint spread more easily. And we're going to change where our paper goes, our BOWTIE paper, because we're going to do the other side. Now we're going to go around the head here, add more water because we're running out of water in the paints, And we're going to finish this off. Go around the bow tie slowly, just to finish it off properly. We don't want to rush it and make it all messed up. Now we're almost done. And there we have it. We have a little corner to fix here. Now we take everything away. There you have it. A beautiful bunny with a heart and a bow tie. So cool, isn't it? And there you have it, a bunny made by you and by me.